Oops. And you're first. This is like a, you're not short, you're just.
Friendship is the most important thing that people have. There are funny friends, cool friends, popular friends, or weird friends. Friends help us get through the hard parts of life. They're super, and I mean really super reliable. They always cheer you up when you're in a bad mood. Somehow, I think you'll find out later how supportive they can be. Friends, no matter how far away, will still be friends. Friends will be funny, fantastic, or just fun. Fun is the main word that we describe friend to viewers. Still, I know my friends love to hang out at Pier Park. How many of you love to hang out at Pier Park with your friends? I see some hands up. Because I know I love it. One time I went with Landon and Cindy and we went into a perfume store and sprayed perfume all over Landon, who's over there. Right over there. It was like a full-fledged perfume war. Then we all went on that spinning ride by the fair home, and let me tell you, it's a 45-second ride and costs a truckload of money. So it's, what's the word, rip-off? But that's my personal decision, so don't tell my friends that. And also, how many of you went on that DC trip? It was a load of fun, right?
No.
Right?
We weren't there.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I was with KK as my buddy and Miss Rogers as my chaperone. We had so much fun. That, plus those amazing cherry blossoms with my friends, was amazing. Let me spell it out. A-M-A-Z-I-N-G. Amazing. Yeah. Best trees I have ever seen in my whole entire life, and best friends I have in my whole entire life. So why don't you all go out there with your friends and partake with a P. Now don't get me started on how reliable friends can be. Oops, you just got me started. I have the most reliable friends like Dana, Colby, Katie, Lauren, Julia, Mason, and a lot of others that I cannot name right now. It will take too much time. Best and most reliable friends ever. They are so helpful with my homework too. One time I forgot about math, called up Colby, got the page number, which numbers to do, and maybe some answers. I may have too many reliable, helpful friends. Wrong. I have so many, but I can never have too many, right? My friends either keep in touch by cell phone, text message, email, computer, or Facebook. I know, a lot of ways, but I can't always keep in touch with all of them. I just have so many friends. My BFFs. Best supportive campaign ever. They're always there for me and never stop till the end. Just like last year, you all supported me with this speech thing, and man, that gave me a boost. Mega help. Yeah. I know I can keep going because of you guys. I'm guessing this is the part where all of you guys say, "Aw, she's so sweet," or something like that. I have to say I love my friends, even though sometimes you all are pains in the neck.
Volunteer to be judges. Told you I was nervous. All right, our first judge is a recidivist. A recidivist is someone who does things over and over again. Teresa Henson from Trustmark Bank. Our second judge is also named Teresa. No, it's not the person in the center. It's Teresa Dyer. I'm sorry. Teresa Dyer from Realty One. Our third judge, who should need no introduction, he's not named Teresa. He also knows a little bit about recidivism, however, though, is Sheriff Frank McKeithen.
Yeah. It is estimated 74% of all people in the world actively use texting on their cell
phone as a major form of electronic communication. You might think that electronic communication is bad for you, or maybe you think it's taking up too much of your time. If you think about it, electronic communication such as texting, instant messaging, email, and video chat can be good. For instance, texting. It can be done anywhere, like at the park, or maybe even as far off as Australia. I've even seen it been done at school. Also, you can text in the movie theater or at a play without interrupting or annoying anyone. Instant messaging can be used for immediate response. In other words, it's much faster to instant message than to call someone. You can also talk to someone while you're working, like multitasking. Email can be used for business reasons, like if you had a meeting coming up, you just send an email telling everybody to get ready. Likewise with a sport, if you have a game to practice, you could just email everyone to tell them and make sure they are there. Also with email, if you find something on the internet that you think is very interesting, and you think your friend would like it, you can forward it to your friend. A relatively new and exciting form of electronic communication is video chat. Do you remember the earthquake in Haiti? Well, my dad's cousin was in Haiti because her job took her there to do some work with an orphanage. She was there during the earthquake, and we could not find her for days. On the third day, my dad went on Skype, which is a way of talking to someone on a computer using a video camera. Natalie was online trying to reach anyone at home in Rhode Island. Eventually, he told our whole family, and we were able to talk to and see her, all because of video chat. We were all relieved. Another wonderful thing that happened by using Skype was a dad who was serving in the army in Iraq, wanting to wish his son a happy birthday. On the boy's birthday, the teacher arranged for the dad to wish the boy a happy birthday in front of his whole class. Electronic communication has been proven to help people in many different ways. Texting, which can be done everywhere, instant messaging, which is very fast, email, which is great for business, and video chat, which can make people very happy, all have something in common. They all make our lives easier and keep us in contact with each other.
The earth. Mind if I help? We'll get it. Okay, you ready? Colby, we'll put this up when you get here.
Healthy Earth. I'm here to share my speech on how to make the Earth healthy. First, on to electricity. Why don't take down power lines and replace them with solar panels? If you can't do that, turn off your TV, radio, lights, and other electrical stuff. Now take off your light bulbs and replace them with CFLs. Those are just 3 easy steps on how to help the Earth. But wait, there's more. Recycling. What I love the most. You can recycle because you won't have to waste other stuff. Maybe you have enough paper at home to even save a tree. So recycle paper, plastic, metal, and glass. Someone will turn that into something you will use. The last thing is reuse. You can reuse lunch boxes, bottles, and containers. Don't throw away your fruit peels. Put them in a box. Take some dirt, put that in a box. Finally, get some worms into that. They will produce soil. Those were just some ways on how to help our planet. Now you think of your own ways to make the Earth a great place.
Good advice, too. Talk to you about
Let me first give this disclaimer. I am not a Christmas therapist, nor do I have any advanced degree in psychology. But that being said, I am becoming increasingly convinced that this generation of teens faces a new addiction, texting. I see it in the teen girls I encounter on a regular basis. Surprisingly, there is a sad side to texting. It can cause your fingers and your thumbs to hurt. I understand that girls and boys text each other to stay in touch, and also because they're relational and they just want to communicate with each other. Maybe about school or friends, but I'm a girl as well as many others in this room, and I've been guilty of texting when I shouldn't have, like when I was doing my homework or chores. But I understand that this is the way we communicate, even though it's changed. But somewhere, somehow, responsible adults, including parents, need to draw the line and say enough. We need to recognize that texting can cause more harm than good in some situations. We need to figure out a way to balance between ministering to students and channels they use and become part of the problem. Why are so many people quick to look down on alcoholism drug addicts and then they go and spend 12 hours in internet chat rooms? Compulsive text messaging is sending people to the doctors, treating their technology addiction. The World Health Organization has defined addiction as a pathological relationship with a mood-altering substance or experience that has life-damaging consequences. So this means that an addiction needs to not be mixed with a mood-altering substance like marijuana or alcohol, but it could also be an experience or an activity like internet chatting or texting. People should start getting serious about this malady. Somebody close to you may be into it, but people still refuse to recognize it as diseases. Learn the common signs like denial, tolerance, withdrawal, obsession, and compulsion. These are common signs in almost all addictions. The immediate effect of SMS text addiction, called by some as compulsive text messaging, is repetition strain injury. This dries out the lubricating fluids in your hands, shoulders, and wrists. Those exhibiting this type of addiction are also prone to depression and sleep disorders, aside from the monetary effects to his or her family. Many people that are affected by this technology addiction are still in their denial stage, and there is no such thing as SMS text addiction. In the early days of marijuana and cocaine, addiction also went unrecognized until people realized that they were addicted to it and it was already too late to respond rationally. I mean, some people are in hospitals right now because of SMS text addiction. It can cause arthritis in your fingers and thumbs, and trust me, it hurts a lot. So before you pick up that cell phone and start texting away, think about your friends and family and how it would make them feel if you had repetition strain in your hands.
About being yourself.
One of the most important ways I didn't fix One of the most important things in life is staying true to yourself. Too often we care too much about the way we look rather than who we really are. As one of my favorite authors, Dr. Seuss, says, be who you are and say what you think. Because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Teenagers today are influenced greatly by peer pressure. A teenager's popularity is determined mostly by their appearance and how they dress. However, your parents and what clothes you wear shouldn't make or break your personality, or the friends you have. Your personality should be all you need to make and keep your friendships for life. We should always be just who we are, nothing more and nothing less. A very important thing to remember is that everyone is born unique and special, not all the same. We were all born an original. Why would we want to become a copy of someone else's idea of perfect? As we get older and become more mature and adults, we are influenced more by celebrities and who we see on television shows, magazine covers, and music videos. These people we see set examples for the newest and most expensive clothes, jewelry, and even hair and makeup. We tend to forget is that none of that matters in real life. What matters is who we are and how we live our lives, and what choices and decisions we make to lead our own paths to success and creativity. So why would we allow someone else to cloud our judgment? There are many reasons why we should be ourselves, but the most important is that we cannot truly be happy unless we think our own thoughts, express our true feelings, and live our own lives. So just be yourself. It'll get you further in life.
time, I thought fish were amazing because my first friend Dalton loved dolphins, so everyone would call him Dolphin. But when he moved, he gave me a plastic dolphin toy. It was pink and blue and swirled, that I still have to this day. So I want to be a marine biologist. Marine biologists are people that study the bodies of water, also fish, coral, seaweed, and lots more. I think that swimming with sharks could be fun. I want to study angelfish, nurse sharks, dolphins, and the fish in the deep, dark depths of the ocean, like anglerfish, sea dragons, vampires, squid, and saber-toothed fish. There's so many things in the oceans everywhere that not every underwater creature is known, and that's why marine biology is the study of animals and plant life within water-bound ecosystems. Given that in biology, many life of families and genera have some species that live in the sea and the others that live on land. Marine